Hello viewers, this is Rajiv Bhumik and you are watching my channel Make Things Easy. One thing we are listening for last couple of years, that is ozone layer depletion. But now there is a good news. Ozone layer is healing up now. In this video I am going to give you a detailed explanation on this matter. So watch this video till the end. Let us first understand what is ozone layer. Above our earth there are so many layers. First layer is troposphere, which is 0 to 17 kilometers from earth, then stratosphere 10 to 50 kilometers, then mesosphere 50 to 85 kilometers, then thermosphere 85 to 500 kilometers, and then exosphere, which is 500 to 10,000 kilometers. In the lower portion of the stratosphere, there is a layer approximately 15 to 35 kilometers above earth, which contains high concentration of ozone in relation to the other parts of the atmosphere is called ozone layer. Ozone layer absorbs 98% of the sun's ultraviolet radiation and protect our earth from harmful effect of ultraviolet radiation. Ozone gas is very small in quantity in stratosphere in relation to other gases in the stratosphere. The ozone layer contains less than 10 ppm of ozone, while the average ozone concentration in Earth atmosphere as a whole is about 0.3 ppm. Although its thickness varies seasonally and geographically. The ozone layer was discovered in 1913 by French physicists Charles Fabry and Henri Buisson. Now I will tell you how ozone layer is depleting. Ozone layer is at the lower portion of stratosphere. Ozone is made up of 3 atoms of oxygen, and CFC, that is chlorofluorocarbon compound, is made up with atoms of carbon, chlorine and fluorine. Gaseous CFCs can deplete the ozone layer when they slowly rise into the stratosphere from Earth. CFCs are broken down by strong ultraviolet radiation from sun and release chlorine atom, and then that released chlorine atom react with ozone molecules and destroy ozone molecules. One chlorine atom can destroy 1 lakh ozone molecules before it is removed from stratosphere. Ozone can be destroyed more quickly than it is naturally created. So this is how gaseous CFCs can deplete the ozone layer. Now let us understand what will happen if ozone layer is depleted and ultraviolet radiation reaches to our earth. Ultraviolet radiation can cause for so many harmful things like immune system suppression, skin cancer, sunburn, cataract, permanent blindness, harm to some plants and crops, and harm to the living beings in water. Now let us understand what are the various ozone depleting harmful sources and their chemicals. Refrigerator, chlorofluorocarbon. Air conditioner, chlorofluorocarbon. Adhesive, methyl chloroform. Dry cleaning fluid, chlorofluorocarbon. Solvent and cleaning products, chlorofluorocarbon, carbon tetrachloride, hydrofluorocarbon, etc. Foam products, hydrochlorofluorocarbon. Aerosol and hairspray. Chemicals are methyl chloroform and chlorofluorocarbon. Fire extinguisher. Chemicals are halogens, carbon tetrachloride, hydrofluorocarbons, etc. Pesticide. Chemical is methyl bromide. and various sterilizing items. As per one study, you can see in the pie chart how different sources are responsible for ozone depletion with percentage. Refrigeration and air conditioning 30%, solvent cleaning products 36%, foam products 14%, aerosol and hair sprays 5%, fire suppression system and halons 12%, sterilization 3%. So these are the various ozone depleting harmful sources. Ozone hole was first discovered in 1982. Actually, it is not a hole. The layer has become thin because of ozone depleting substances. It was discovered above Antarctica at South Pole. Now there could be one question in people's mind, because chemicals are released by whole world, but why depletion has happened only above Antarctica? The answer is chlorine reacts very fast with ozone at low temperature. As because Antarctica's temperature is very low, that's why depletion has happened there only. Antarctica's average temperature is around minus 50 degree centigrade. Looking at all these harmful things, the Montreal Protocol is an international treaty designed to protect the ozone layer by phasing out the production of all the substances that are responsible for ozone depletion. It was agreed on 16 September 1987 and entered into force on 1st January 1989. Around 197 countries have signed this agreement. After the Montreal Protocol, the ban on ozone depleting substances came into effect in 1989. Ozone levels stabilized by the mid of 1990s and began to recover in the year 2000 onwards. You can see there is a trend in the graph that ozone depleting substances are reducing. Recovery is projected to continue over the next century, and the ozone hole is expected to reach pre-1980 levels by around 2065 to 2075. That means by next 50 years, ozone layer will reach its natural level. However, already in 2019, NASA reported that the ozone hole was the smallest ever since it was first discovered in 1982. The annual ozone hole reached 16.4 million square kilometer measured in September 2019, whereas the annual ozone hole average area coverage was 22.9 square kilometer in 2018. So there is a clear evidence that ozone layer is healing up. Now the whole world need to work together against ozone layer depletion. All industries need to ensure strictly that they will not produce CFCs, halogens and other ozone depleting chemicals at all, which are banned as per Montreal Protocol. Now we are seeing ozone layer is healing up, which is a positive sign. So if we work together with a positive intention, then only in next 50 years depleted ozone layer will be repaired and it will regain its natural level. If ozone layer reaches its original thickness, then only it can protect our earth from harmful ultraviolet radiations. So viewers, I hope you have liked this video. Now you have got a fair idea about the ozone layer. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it, like this video, share this video. And if you want to comment something, please leave your comment in the comment section. Thank you once again for watching this video.